I'm Johnny from Expert Boxing, here to review the newest Sting boxing gloves. This is the Sting Viper X Sparring gloves model. I think it runs for like $200 US dollars. So they're beautiful gloves. They're made well. The material looks good. The comfort looks good. They feel great. And what else can I say about them? So let's get to it. So the first thing I'll say is that I was very fortunate enough that they sent me their previous models, and their previous models, also very cool, was the Sting Predator training model for the heavy bag, and also the Sting Viper sparring model for sparring. So previously, I tried the previous gloves and they're okay. I felt bad. Like there's a few things I like, there's a few things I didn't like. So the first thing I do like is that they don't try to do a all-in-one boxing glove. Like what many companies do is they go, oh, this one glove, you can use it for everything. You can use it for bag work and for sparring. And that's not true. Bag gloves tend to be denser foam because that way they have to last longer and protect your knuckles against impact on a harder surface. But sparring gloves, they should be kind of pillowy and lots of cushion so that you don't hurt your sparring partners. And it's hard to make padding that is both dense and at the same time, very cushiony and pillowy. The real way, what I recommend for everyone is to have a pair of bag gloves and a pair of sparring gloves, not to do an all-in-one. Now, there are some gloves out there that you really can do all-in-one, but those are the really expensive ones like Winning or something. But so anyways, so they gave me their two older models. I tried them out, I tried different things. I had a lot of little things to say about it, like the way the knuckles were landing. Like if you look at the shape of this glove, like if I put my fist right here, I felt like I was landing punches more on the middle knuckles than on the top knuckles. Okay, that I can imagine it doesn't feel so good. I mean, don't get me wrong, they were like $200 gloves or $170 gloves, something like that. And they do feel like expensive gloves, but like when I really think about it, because as I'm sure you guys know, I've tried many brands. So I had to say, hey, you gotta change the way the knuckles line up. I also told them, they weren't using rolled piping, okay? So I'm not a fan of that. But I do like that they try to have their own unique design. These are made in Pakistan. It's a little bit of a Pakistan clone glove, but there are a few unique things about the glove. First off, the cushion, the way they line the material and the way they put the padding on here, it's really nice. If someone wanted to tell me this is the most luxurious feeling glove that they've ever put on, I wouldn't argue. Because the way they built the palm is very soft palm padding. They did it the same for the training glove and the sparring glove. They put very soft, it was a very soft foam in there, and then it feels very like memory foam. And the difference that they had before was that the cuff was different. So you can see the cuff split is a little different, and this is a very hard like plastic, actually a very hard dense foam out here. I guess to block shots and you don't take it on the wrist. Also helps with the wrist support. But other than that, the quality was well intended, and I used both gloves. I played around with both gloves. I like the Predator, the bag model, because it felt a little lighter, but I like the Viper model because the way it landed on the knuckles was better, and as you can see, look at the way the knuckles are shaped. So this one has more box knuckles, you feel more like it lands on the top knuckles. This one has like this curve, it's like a U, and you feel like you land more in the middle knuckles. But other than that, they were, they're made with good intentions, and but is it really anything special and above average? Like maybe slightly above average. And then they have a little bit of angled foam. I'm not here to tell you about all their secrets, but they had a different little angled foam, and they showed me cross cuts of the gloves, which is really interesting, but I did not appreciate those adjustments. So I gave them my feedback, and they came back with new gloves. So they sent me the latest, the Sting Viper X Sparring model. So I can tell you right away, I put my hands in these right away, I can tell you, they changed the padding up. So the old Viper model, sparring model, I felt the padding was a little too stiff for sparring. Like, I just went, come on man, this is not serious sparring gloves. This padding, yes, this is for sparring. This is for sparring. This is a true sparring glove. Another thing that I talked to them about the rolled piping. So they put rolled piping, and I'm happy with that. I do feel their piping is a little slim, it's a little small. It's not like the thick rolled piping, but I would have to use it and see. There's a little bit of stitching imperfections here. But overall, the double stitching is nice. It's pretty tight. They also changed their stitch pattern a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see that, and that's a little different. Let me grab the other side. So it's an old sparring model. And as you can see too, you know, they don't put any holes in the palm area. It's just in the thumb. But you know, I mean, these are very, very small nuances. I did love something about their old models that they use this like dual color laces. That's kind of cool. I don't see too many. I don't see too many companies doing that with the dual color laces. They do have their own unique design. Now, what else can I say? Same, very soft pillowy padding in the front. Now in the back, with this thick padding, so I will say something about this thick padding. I believe that they adjusted it a little to not be as dense, because in the other gloves that I had, when I put them on, it feels very, very thick. It feels like this side is super ergonomic and soft to your hand. This side is a little stiff. It's like you strapped a book, a hardcover book, to the back of your hand. So, I mean, it really is no big deal, guys. We're boxers, we're busy moving, we're busy punching and getting punched. So we're not gonna be thinking about it. But if I wanted to complain, there it is. In here, I believe that they improved, that this padding is not as stiff anymore. It's more ergonomic. I love the new padding overall. I think it is a massive improvement. I appreciate the rolled piping. I appreciate the way they angled the knuckles a little differently. Let me show you the old Viper sparring gloves. They angled the knuckles a little differently. You can see it's more of a fist now, so it curls over a little more and it lands more on the top knuckles. Overall, the only thing I have left to do, because these are brand new gloves, I'm actually getting these gloves before you guys do. So I got to see it before they were officially released, and the only thing left for me to do is to try them in training, to use them in training, stress them out, see if I can tear them, see if I can mess them up, and see how long they last. You know, only time will tell, but these for $200, they're well-intended gloves. Do they beat all my other favorites at the $200 mark? Ooh, that's tough to call, because the other ones like Cleto Reyes and all that, they're proven. They've been here for a decade. So this is a nice attempt, and they feel very comfortable. So if you're looking for extreme comfort and for something that's functional, it looks very nice, very stylish. You know, my friend saw these, he called these God gloves. I think they're a reasonable buy. $200 is very pricey. But you know, maybe in 6 months, maybe they'll tear a hole, I don't know. So I think it's a fair buy. Would I jump on it? I don't know, but it's worth a try. I appreciate very much what they're doing, that they're taking feedback and improving their product in record time. I'm Troy from Expert Boxing. You like this video, you'd like to see more boxing glove reviews or just boxing tips and just cool boxing videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also check out my website, expertboxing.com. Thanks for watching.